Christmas!
When it comes down to it, Pokemon has basically two types of bosses in the game. You have your combating bosses, where you actually go up against a person with a strong team of Pokemon and try to defeat them. And then there's also the capturing bosses. Now, I say bosses, but there's kind of different leagues of toughness when it comes to trying to capture certain types of Pokemon. Some more infamous than others. Some examples would be something like the legendary trios of pretty much every generation. The ones that roam everywhere. They're usually kind of a pain to get to. Something like Mewtwo. Mewtwo's always been a hard one to get without anything other than a Master Ball for the most part. If you're looking for something a little bit lower tier, something like getting an Abra in the early game of pretty much Generation 1, 3, and 4, they're usually kind of a pain to get unless you get lucky with your couple Great Balls that you're probably able to manage to get early on. Those would be some of the toughest fights, but one that was probably the most recent to have been the most difficult to get was Deoxys from Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Now, the thing about that one for me though is that I never really had a problem with him. It was kind of impressive. It was the first time that I actually got to kind of shy away from popular opinion on the internet and actually be like, what are you guys talking about? Just to recap for those of you not fully aware, in the post game of Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, you do the post game story that is involved with it, involving Rayquaza and Zinnia, kind of a dragon master type of thing. It's actually kind of a neat story. I really enjoyed it, and it really helped make Generation 6 not like the worst thing ever. But no, anyways, so you go through the story and you get to the very end where you battle Zinnia, and then you get to have a moment of trying to capture Rayquaza. I can never get it right. I'm going to stick with what I know. So, sorry if I offend you. But anyways, so you go and capture Rayquaza. Now, at the time, I didn't know that there was anything after that. So you capture him and you board him and you fly up to space to try to destroy the meteor that's supposed to crash into the planet and do all that nonsense. So it was quite surprising to see that after doing so, Deoxys pops up. Now, it's interesting because it makes him not a mythical Pokemon anymore. Because pretty much mythical Pokemons are the ones that you really only get from events. I know it's not entirely true, but anyways. So now there's a legitimate way of getting Deoxys. And I thought, wow, that's pretty sweet. So you start the fight with him. And for me, and I wish I had video evidence, because I know you can just take this with a grain of salt, but I swear on my life, we start the fight, and I always did it as a joke for pretty much any legendary I came across. I would throw just one Ultra Ball and see where it goes from there. Usually never captures. However, one Ultra Ball right at the start of the fight, and I catch it. Easy peasy. It made me laugh pretty good. That was something else. But what's even more interesting is the fact that my 3DS ended up dying overnight. I forgot to plug it in, and it ended up dying on me, so I lost the encounter from it. I went to do it again. Same thing. One Ultra Ball, caught him. And it wasn't even until like a little bit later on that I found out that people were having issues with Deoxys. People were complaining online that like, oh, wow, he's so hard and blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, really? It's like, I caught him pretty easy. Maybe I just got super lucky. So I ended up getting Alpha Sapphire. I started with Omega Ruby. I ended up getting Alpha Sapphire later on because that's the thing I do. And I came back to the Deoxys fight again at the very end. 2 Ultra Balls right off the bat. And I finally caught it. And it's one of those things. Sometimes Pokemon can just throw you a bone. Sometimes any RNG can just throw you a bone for the most part. But no, it was pretty funny, and it made me laugh. For once, I was the primo person, even though I didn't have any video evidence of it. I wish I did, but anywho, it was nice to be on top. Now, when the day finally comes that I catch Mewtwo in Generation 1 with something other than a Master Ball, that's when I will be the very best. But anywho, guys, thank you so much for watching these last couple of videos. I know I kind of skipped a couple days. I was planning on doing like an actual week's worth, but I was running low on videos, and the last couple days leading up to Christmas, I was kind of pounded with work stuff. So I didn't get the time to actually work on a video or anything like that. But at this time, you know, family's all gone. Christmas Day, I'm just kind of relaxing with all of my new gizmos that I got for Christmas. Not really a whole lot. I did get a new hard drive, so that's fantastic. It would mean I actually be able to record more stuff for videos in a faster pace of time. So who knows? Maybe that'll mean videos will come out quicker. But regardless, I just want to say thank you all so much for watching these little mini holiday videos that I've made for you guys. I hope you enjoyed them, and hope you guys had an amazing holiday season. I had a not too bad one. It certainly wasn't the best, wasn't the worst. I'm very content. I'm just happy I got time off work. But anywho, that's all for this month at least. But like I said, new hard drive, faster videos maybe, fingers crossed. We'll be hopefully seeing some new reviews coming up in the new year. Types of Pokemon videos, I'm not 100% sure, but I will certainly be working on stuff from there, and especially when hopefully they'll have Generation 8 videos coming out for different things. I'll have hopefully reaction stuff to those. And eventually, if it does come out in the same time frame as it usually does, if it comes out next year around the fall season or whatever, I'll be all over it. I will try to get something out ready for you guys as soon as I can. But that's way into the future. Like I said, I got other reviews planned. I've got other sorts of videos on the get-go. So, anywho, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a fantastic 2018. Hope you have a fantastic 2019 coming up. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Everything like that. And I will see you all later.